From the Westwood Sports Complex on the campus of Westwood High School in Washington Township, New Jersey, WCTV is proud to present high school football. Hello everybody, I'm Larry LaFury, John Francola, Ricky Wilchicki, Lou Serbio, and Paul. We're all here to cover the game between Lincoln High School and Westwood High School. And John, tonight is not a beautiful October evening. There's a big wind out there tonight. It's going to affect the game, and rain is forecast sometime before the end of the first half. And as the night goes on, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And we'll see how the weather affects the game. But these two teams coming in today are very successful. One is 6-1, one is 7-2. Westwood being 6-2. I'm sorry, 6-2
and 7-1, right?
Yeah, they both very good. Let's talk a little about Lincoln. You had a long conversation over the last 3 days with their head coach, who talked a little bit about this team.
This team, Larry, it's a team that I go back in time where you know you're going to have run, and run some more. You're going to have a backfield that's going to be, they all can run the ball as well as the quarterback. And they're going to take it to the house from any place on the field. When you look at the stats, I could not believe the size of Wendell Moreland, the quarterback. He has 343 yards rushing. The quarterback, right? You have a number 4. Wait till you see this young man. 583 yards, 11 touchdowns. Then another one, Jameer Streets, 546 yards run. So what do you think is happening here? We're going to run and run and run.
We spoke to some of the coaches at Westwood and some of the people who've seen the Lincoln team. Some of their longtime supporters were here, Joe Gallo, who played in the 50s and 60s. And what they have is very interesting, John. It reminded me of the old Green Bay Packers. They run minimum plays, but they know exactly what they have to do. And they run it over and over and over again. And if they run it well, they could cause a lot of problems. But from what we understand, this Ramir Gosa is just an outstanding running back, and he's a sophomore. And like Westwood, this team, Lincoln, is very heavy in sophomores and juniors.
The offensive line averages 260 pounds. So they have all the right pieces to run football and contain the clock. They score a couple of touchdowns, they could just run out the clock.
That's it. So they're going to run the ball behind a big line. They got a great runner in this Gossage young man. He's a sophomore, and we'll see how they are. We haven't seen them. Only people have told us about them. We try to get as much information as we can, but they are a formidable team. Now Westwood comes in. They're 6-2, having a wonderful season this year. They're coming off a big victory against Demorest. They have, as people know, as we've covered them since early September, they have tremendous athletes on their team. From top to bottom, the quarterback will be Silvio Pisanic today, Corey Lawton, and Jake Dugan will be the running backs. They also have a big wide receiver in the senior John Ruff. They move the ball around. They pass very well. They run very well. The defense is coming along. Westwood is in the right spot now as we get ready for the playoffs, which we'll talk more about this as we go along. Starts next Friday night.
We'll be back.
The first week of the playoffs. So it should be a very interesting game of styles. Styles make contests, and tonight we got a great contest here. 2 different styles, and be a lot of running on the Lincoln side. Let's see what how Westwood wants to play and how Westwood manages it. Both teams are getting ready to come on the field. We'll have the opening kickoff here at Westwood High School in just a moment. I feel like we live in Seattle. on TV or going to record it? No, it's going to be online. You're not putting it online, are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your Westwood Cardinals! The Cardinals are coached by head coach Dennis Hart, assistant coaches Paul Castellini, Bobby Guy, Chris Izzo, Tom O'Melia, Matt Penn, Amir Saddah, Ed Surrey, and John Ziza.
Just remind everybody, these are the nicknames that he gave us. Gotta be windy there, yes.
The visiting Lincoln Lions are here coached by Robert Hampton. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that everyone please rise. The Lincoln and Westwood High Schools and the Super Football Conference are proud to announce our school's candidates for the conference's 2021 Young Man of the Year Award. Kevin Kim of Westwood High and Mike Reed of Lincoln are being recognized for excellence in community service, selflessness, setting a positive example, academic success, and leadership. Each high school's Young Man of the Year candidate is being recognized today with a plaque, and they will be recognized during a January 2022 banquet event, and will be honored by the New York Jets during a game later this season. Kevin and Mike are now eligible to apply for the Division Young Man of the Year recognition. The Super Football Conference's 2021 Young Man of the Year will be selected among all divisional Young Man of the Year honorees, which includes 112 schools. Congratulations, Mike and Kevin. Two years ago this week, the Westwood Regional High School community lost a very special individual. Vito Traus was a decorated World War II hero who survived the horrific 9-month internment in a German prison camp and returned to America to become a devoted husband, father, friend, and icon in our community. For decades, Vito Traus attended youth and high school games in all sports, supporting thousands of male and female students who played, cheered, and performed on our fields and in our gymnasiums. With his signature, "Hiya, pal," his unwavering support of our children, and his tireless public advocacy of United States military active service and veterans, many of whom, unlike him, never returned home, Vito left an indelible mark on everyone he met and knew. Tonight, with the #1 fan varsity jacket bestowed upon Vito in 2004, we welcome Vito's daughters, Cindy and Tori, both graduates of Westwood Regional High School in 1974 and 1982, respectively. Additionally, we point to the south end zone where the helmet Vito raised in support of the 2006 Cardinal State Championship winning team at Giant Stadium, pictured on tonight's program cover, is displayed. At this time, ahead of the playing of our national anthem, we ask you to please continue to rise for a moment of silence as we remember our pal and #1 fan for eternity, Vito Traus.
They must be.
Thank you. Please remain standing as the Westwood Regional Marching Band performs our national anthem.
Well, Westwood will receive the kickoff. They will be defending the goal to our left. The wind is coming from right to left, so the kick from Lincoln should sail pretty good. And the wind picks up even more as we
Larry,
talk.
it may come through our window.
We're hanging on to our papers. They're going to go flying. Referee's ready now? Yes, sir. And
Here we go.
we're ready. Here we go. Line drive kick. It's going to go out of bounds. That's a penalty. Westwood will probably get the ball on the 35-yard line. Silvio Pisanich will be the quarterback today. We'll see who comes out to run. Probably they'll mix and match different running backs with Kobe Lawton and Jack Dugan. Also, the quarterback can run fairly well too, Pisanich.
And of course, Giordano is not here.
Well, Giordano is injured. He will not be playing tonight.
And we're getting blown from east to west, or no, I should say from
Gale
west to
wind
east.
coming out of the east.
From the
Here
east.
comes Westwood. Pisanich is out to the right. We have trips to the left. Pisanich is calling signals.
Now you got 4 on 3 right there.
Wide
Wide
open is
open.
Ruff. He's got his hand, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. As Westwood hits the first play, 65 yards.
65 yards.
So, John, they took Kobe Lawton, they put him in motion. That took one of the safeties over, and Ruff was able to get him back of where he was playing, and Pisanich hit him in stride, and thank you very much. Within 12 seconds, Westwood takes a 7-0 lead.
And Larry, on the left side that time, there was 3 guarding 4, and you always lose when you have 3 against 4.
Well, we've seen that a number of times. Nice play calling by the Westwood
Perfect
coaching
throw.
staff. Kick is up, and it is good. So, just the beginning of things here at Westwood High School. Westwood leads Lincoln 7-0 on a 65-yard touchdown pass from Silvio Pisanich to John Ruff. Want to just mention that prior to the game, a little announcement was made about the passing of our dear friend Vito Troutz. John and I knew him, I don't know, 35, maybe 40 years. Vito was the number one fan at Westwood. Vito went to everything, not only football games or baseball games or basketball games, but he was there at volleyball games, lacrosse, soccer, even bowling. He went to the bowling tournaments. And he would sit here every game. He'd be sitting down here tonight watching the game. He died 2 years ago on Halloween, which would be Sunday. Last year, we couldn't mention it, the anniversary, because we weren't here because of the pandemic. So it was nice that they mentioned something about Vito, and it's 2 years already that Vito is gone.
And Larry, I will miss him for a long time. I always said that he was my father. That when he was in the war in Italy, he must have met my mother. And maybe I don't smoke a cigar, so I guess that's the only difference between Vito and myself. But
Vito's a great man, and 93 years old, he passed away. POW.
mio papa,
Nice man.
he rode a motorcycle from Germany or from
To
Poland
Paris.
to Paris. I bet he had a good time in Paris.
You know what the funny thing about it is, he was close friends with everyone, knew no one's name.
Yeah, what you
Pal.
call?
Everybody's pal. My pal. What's that guy's name, Vito? He's my pal.
You know, anytime I umpired and he was playing, he always got a hit with me. He could have been out by 6 feet. He was safe by 30.
He laid a bunt down at 76 years old. Picked up by Gosa. This is the outstanding running back for Lincoln. Lincoln will have the ball first and 10 on the 38-yard line.
All right, right here, Gosa.
They come out with the line will be DeAndre Smith, Quincy Scott McCoy, Jillian Smith, Mike Lefty Reed, Hakeem Professor Ripley. These names were given to us by the head coach to mention. He said, please mention these nicknames that I'm giving. Tight end will be Jeremiah Salgo. The quarterback, number 6, is Wendell Moreland. Now, number 6, Moreland, and number 4, Jugs do most of the running. Here's a handoff. That's Jugs, hits the center of the line, crosses the 40, gets to the 42-yard line. We'll bring up a second and about 8. So you have Wendell Moreland, number 6. He's the quarterback. Ramir Jugs Gosa and Emerson DeLine. They do most of the running. Also, Jameer Streets, number 3. So those are the guys that carry the ball for Lincoln. Pick up a 4 for Gosa. Second down and 6 yards to go.
And be prepared for the quarterback to run. He's another one that can run.
You know, they could run. They are quick.
Look at that.
Yeah,
He was one player away from going a distance that time on the outside.
I believe that's Streets. We have him at 2 numbers.
Yes. Yeah, Streets is number 3, I believe.
No, that was number 20 running the ball.
And that was, all right, let me change that.
And let me tell you something, folks. Numbers were being changed right up to the last second.
So number 20 is Jahir Biggie Street. That's his nickname. So already we mentioned 2 of the nicknames on that team.
Oh, almost breaks away.
Look at this.
Here we go, Gosa. He gets to the 45-yard line. I tell you what, John, he just breaks that tackle. He's gone up the middle for a touchdown.
He has 500. He had 583 yards before today's game.
We were told he's a tremendous running back.
That's not a typo. Riverville 42 for 0.
First and 10. There's Gossa again. This time Westwood meets him in the hole, drops him for about a loss, so a pickup of 1.
I had number 55 on a tackle on a Mike Carson. Mike Carson.
Give him 1, 2nd and 9.
The Cardinals 44.
So we have a Mike Carson and we have a Rob Carson. Are they brothers, I assume? Twins.
Yeah, they are twins.
Well, yeah, 2 sophomores. I can do
Pitch
my
out
math.
here. This is Street, and he's dropped.
By number
Came up
1.
by-
A little rough.
Tackle for loss on Streets.
John Rupp.
3rd and 11. On the 46.
So a loss of 2, 3rd down. Now here's the problem that Lincoln has. You get them into 3rd and long, they're not as comfortable.
Yeah, they all like to run. I like that style, though. You know, you can set up 3 in the backfield. You have a power left, power right. You gain some yards.
Trips to the right. Westwood looks like they're in man with 1 high. Moreland's back. He's going to want to throw. He's rushed out of the pocket. He throws downfield. It's caught. And he's going to be, enough for a first down. What a play.
Now, short, but
No, that was I think he has. I think Atkins has enough for the first down. No, he's going to be short.
I had my eyes.
Yeah, John's right.
And
So
with that 13, Joe Maurer was in the area. I just heard the 13.
that was Atkins with the catch. Boy, there's a wind blasting right in our faces coming out of the southeast.
We got to keep our papers in place.
4th down and 2. Gosa is hit, and he fights his way. Ooh, he's right on the
It all
line.
depends on the spot. Let's
I
see.
think they have enough of it, John. I think. I was wrong once.
Oh, it's right on the line. Let's see.
First
we
down.
gave it to him. Yep. Right on. Made it by inches.
Oh, Gosa. So, John, this kid, Gosa, is good.
Excellent play.
Ramir Jugs Gosa.
And he's got 11 touchdowns in his back pocket already. Great coach on his team. He's a super guy.
Ac-
I had a nice conversation with him. Hampton.
Moreland keeps the ball, and he is stopped after a very short gain.
I give it to number 8. Number 8, Constantinides. Yanni.
Moreland with a 1-yard gain up the middle.
I love that name too. Constantinides.
Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9.
You know, the wind is slowing down a little bit. Every so often we get a little gust. About 30 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah, a little dust.
At least. I feel everybody move on me, you know. You don't lose weight in the wintertime. You got to have extra weight so you don't fall down.
Moreland calling signals. Keeps it. Pitches
Nice,
back out
nice
to the
play.
outside. And look, the number of that young man is number 20. We got him down the streets. Now, they both can't be streets.
No, number 20 is street.
Okay.
Yeah, number 20 is street.
1-yard gain.
And then who's number? If Streets is
Oh,
number
my
20,
God.
who's
Yeah.
number 3?
Number 3 is, well, Mr. 3.
You have to excuse us. So we've got.
We,
It was a lot of information coming in up to the last minute.
well, you know, the Optimum messed us up too, you and I.
We'll try to figure this out by the end of the game.
That's the only mistake. Don't worry about it.
This is Moreland, and he's able to get to about the 30-yard line. This is bring up another 4th down for Lincoln.
And you know they're going to go for it.
Oh, listen, you got Gosa, and you're in this territory. You got to go. So let's see what Coach Hampton. What a nice man. I tell you what, Pat Rice said you're going to love him. You know what? Pat, our friend Pat Rice, who does
Yes.
the Pat Rice report, he's right. Hampton is an outstanding young man, a great motivator. Shakes everybody's hands, big smile. He's a great attribute for this high school. Here comes, well, he wants to throw, lobs it downfield. He's got his man. You don't have to throw far.
It looks like
Enough for a first down. He just put that ball up there, and
that was number
that's
8.
that's a second 4th down conversion that Lincoln has made.
They're not going to kick much on 4th down.
Moreland from a Randolph on 4th down.
You're okay.
Lions convert, tackled by Jonathan Ruff. First and 10 for the Cardinals.
And that was 4.
The wind is blowing so much it blew my pen across the table. Randolph, number 9, is split way out to the right, and King Atkins is in the slot, number 13. And Gosa has it, gets to the outside, but he's stopped.
Great
Oh,
job
Dugan
by
was
Dugan.
there.
Excellent job. Dugan and helped by number 1, Ruff.
At the line of scrimmage.
You know, John, this game could be something like this, the way it's shaping up. Lincoln can have, take a number, 50 plays. Westwood can have 18.
You're right. You're right.
Westwood's had 1 play. Lincoln's had 4, about 16 plays. This is
Yep.
18 plays.
You're not going to see too many kicks on
No,
punts.
no.
No punts.
No, not at all.
And we're being rated on how many nicknames we say tonight, by the way, Larry.
There goes Marlin, and he's hitting the hole and drop.
I got to pick up the guy right on bottom, number 52 for Westwood.
Carry hit by Mike Carson and
Jack
Dugan.
Mackus. Jack Mackus was underneath, number 52.
Now, Westwood's done a good job on first down, second down, a fair job on third down, and not too good job on fourth down. They gave up 2 fourth down plays. So
They're not going to punt.
let's say he lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11. Oh, I'm sorry, I read the marker wrong. 3rd and 11, if the marker's right. It is, yeah.
It's 3, yeah.
3rd and 11, all right.
I can see it.
Atkins out to the right. We have 2 doubles to the right, doubles to the left, and a whistle. And we have a timeout on Westwood. So we come back, there'll be 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go. Westwood leads 7-0 over Lincoln. So the time's back in now. Third down, we'll call it 11 for Lincoln. Marlin calling signals. Streets on his right. Marlin looks, throws downfield, has his man, and he is dropped. Again, it's going to be a 4th and 3 or 4. This is the 3rd, 4th down on this drive that Lincoln had.
That's Bucinich, number 11.
We don't have a statistician up here, but if they converted on 3 4th downs, that's 12 plays there.
Oh.
Put another 6. This could be an 18-play drive.
Absolutely. Why not? And if you get a couple of penalties, you go over 20. Oh, big play.
Here we go again, 4th down, and we figure 4 yards to go, a long 4. Marlin calling signals. Marlin rolls to his left. Marlin's looking. Marlin throws, and incomplete out to Atkins. And Westwood finally holds, and they take over on the 16-yard line, leading 7-0. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access crew from the Township of Washington. So Westwood now, with 2 minutes and 49 seconds, will have their second play of the game, and they lead 7-0 on a 65-yard touchdown pass. Here's Lawton. Lawton looking for a spot, can't find anything, and he's rattled up after a loss of about a yard.
Tackled by, it looks like number 57. Whoop.
My paper went flying.
Around the right side. Hit by number 57, Quincy Scott McCall, and number 55, DeAndre Smith.
Second down, and we'll call it 11. I don't want to say 10 and a half yards.
Whoa. That was what, 57, right? Quincy Scott McCoy.
The wind has really picked up. Right in Pisanich's face. Throws, he has his man underneath, that's Lawton. And Lawton fights his way to the 35-yard line, going to bring up a 3rd and short.
I say first down. Let's see. They put on the line. I see it's a first down.
Let's see.
There they go. Watch this. Or they're going to measure.
First down.
Those,
Gave him a first down. Lawton's able to fight his way for a first down.
nice job that time by the referees. Stretching the chain and a first down. But Robert Hampton does a great job with these young men. We met him before the game. What a character, isn't he?
Funny guy. Took pictures of us, shook his hand. It was like a long lost
I love
friend.
to hang out with him. Super guy.
Pisanich throws downfield and caught. I think it's Busanich, yes.
Yes, number 11.
Busanich with the catch.
Second down, Cardinals, 2nd and 1.
Pisanich is throwing into the teeth of a nice gale out there.
Oh my God! Remember when we were out there? I was getting blown from right to left, left to right.
A pickup of 9, 2nd and 1 now. Westwood can run the ball, pick it up. Pisanich is going to run. He has enough for first down as he gets to the 40-yard line.
Looks like number 22.
Pickenich on the right side, taken down by Mackay Harmon. Really a first down Cardinals.
That should be the end of the first quarter, as the clock has 20 seconds to go.
Mackay Harmon.
And that should do it. So we played one quarter here at Westwood High School. Westwood leads Lincoln 7-0 on a 65-yard touchdown pass from Pisanich to Ruff. Did you know, John? Did
Go
you
ahead.
know
Go
that
ahead.
all of WCTV programs and our digital bulletin board are simulcast on the free local BTV app? Watch for free anywhere in the New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut metropolitan areas on your smartphone and laptop, or you can stream it to your television. Sign up free. I love that word, free. Sign up for free streaming on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple, Android, and for many local TV stations. To view WCTV, select Community at the bottom of the page. Programs can also be recorded to watch again. If you can't watch it, record it. So go to the App Store or localbtv.com. You can also download the link directly from our website at www.wctv.us. We're all over now.
Stop and Shop of Emerson and Vinler Electric.
And you know, Larry, we should mention that
All our sponsors.
in my discussion with Robert Hampton, he's got such a personal relationship with his team. He loves and he builds on these nicknames because this is his family.
Yeah,
Every player, and he is a fantastic guy. I called him up this morning at 7 o'clock.
and
So
Pisanich now has the win, throws downfield, tipped away.
that was a great
Yeah,
job. by-
Lawton got him back at the
Let me
defender.
pick number 12. I think number 15
Pickenich looking for
did a nice job to knock it. Xavier Purnell made that defend by knocking the ball away from that almost a touchdown pass.
Yeah, the ball was there. Nice play by Purnell.
How big you think Robert Hampton was? About 6'5"?
I would say, yeah, well, he's tall.
I should hang out with him, right?
He's a
Big guy. Super
man.
guy. You know, they should be thankful they have a coach like him.
pitch outside here to Lawton. Lawton stays on his feet as he just crosses the 45-yard line, maybe to the 46.
Stopped by number 23, Omari Rotillo.
Tell you what, John, that Lincoln team was all up. There was nobody back. They must have had almost 10 defensive players in the box. They were expecting a run. It's amazing Lawton got 6 yards. 3rd and 4. Look at them. Look how tight they're coming up. Now they may drop off a little bit.
Looks like you got 10 for Westwood together and 1 out receiver.
Pisanich running. Whoop, now he's got to come back. Now he's got to go somewhere. And throws the ball incomplete, intended for Ruff. He was able to get the ball away and not take a big loss. So Westwood's going to have to punt.
Pickenich forced from the pocket by Princeton.
And you don't know where this ball is going to go with this breeze that we have up above.
Smart play by the quarterback.
4th down, Cardinals.
You don't want to get sacked for a 15, 20, 25-yard loss.
Now
there.
you got to throw it away,
Throw it away.
but it's got to be outside the tackles. Ooh, that high slant.
Gosser's back. Nice kick. Gosser's letting it. He bounces away. Ball's bouncing away, and he's able to get it. That ball was a live ball. And he recovered it on the 20-yard line.
That's Ramir Juggosa, the young man who can run all over the place.
He's a sophomore. Imagine what he's going to look like as a senior. Oof. I mean, he's good now. He's only got one way to go, and that's up.
Filled with some excitement by Yosa.
So there's 10:59 to go in the half. Westwood leads 7-0. It's overcast, although you can't tell. Windy, you can tell.
Yes, yes.
Damp, you can tell. And rain is on the horizon. We just hope we can get this game in before it rains again.
You know, Larry, if my wife came up here right now, she would look at our papers all over the place. They say, "You two guys are messy."
We have a penalty. I think it was against illegal form. Excuse me, on Westwood, as John and I were talking, and Lincoln elects to have Westwood kick it again because Westwood got a good field position. So Dugan's going to have to do the honors again. Gosa's back. Let's see now. The ball was under 20. Would have been without a penalty. Let's see where the
The ball is placed on the 38.
yeah. So let's see where the Lincoln takes
We'll get it.
possession. Yeah, that's why I like doing things. How much was this penalty cost?
We get into some mathematics, you and I.
Well, not
Or I
too-
should say arithmetic.
Not too much, John.
You're right. Oh, better punt.
Nice kick.
That is a heck of a punt.
Ball
Oh
bounces.
my goodness, what a punt.
Oh, that's going to be a lot better.
We
Ball-
got to get a mathematician to figure out the distance on
So
that
the
play.
ball's going to be taken on the 15-yard line. So that penalty helped Westwood and pushed Lincoln back 5 yards. Great play by Dugan. He does everything, that kid, huh?
I just heard the announcer say that was a 46-yard punt.
There you go.
We should put him on a payroll. Non-financial payroll.
That's our payroll.
That means nothing.
We don't have an accountant at WCTV.
Not even a pat on the back.
Well, how about thank you?
Thank you, it was all right.
We got donuts and cookies.
Oh, yes.
Who we got? Who?
We had donuts and cookies.
That's we. Oh, we
And
want to
coffee.
thank. And we have to thank.
We have to apologize.
Hey, those guys in there aren't eating it, are they?
They're too intense.
Oh,
Look at
guys.
that. Look at the intensity on those people.
Yeah. We want to thank the Touchdown Club for bringing the food here. The street here, nothing.
Looks like, oh, and that's nice. The tackler,
Mike
number
Larson
44,
3-yard loss in the backfield.
and then he picks up. How's
Second down
that?
for the Lions.
So that's just lost of 3 yards. Oh, we want to thank the Westwood Touchdown Club for bringing up the coffee and the cake and the donuts. Not only tonight, all the games we've been here, it's really a treat. Can't tell you how much the volunteers coming from work, coming from home, running around. We get here and there's a cup of coffee waiting prior to the game. And let me tell you something. At halftime and at the end of the game, it's really, really, really welcome by yours truly
Absolutely.
and the volunteers.
And of course myself also.
Run around end. There's a nice run here.
Picked up at least 6-7 yards.
That's
Number 24.
24.
Saunders. Jamal Saunders.
Chased down by Yanni Constantinides.
He's a sophomore. Jamal Saunders, number 24.
Early scores.
Well, we're getting some scores being brought in. We're very interested in scores. Riverdale, of course, 42-0 over Paramus. Ridgewood and Hackensack, no score. DePaul 7, Seton Hall Prep nothing. I saw Seton Hall Prep last week against Bergen. They were good. They did well. They're a solid team. 3rd down and 4. Moreland running. He's got some room. And through the hands of the receiver. He might have been able to run for the 1st down.
But that was a good throw.
Moreland rolls right on 3rd down.
They had 2 receivers in the area, but good looking pass with this win.
Hey, John, how about Pascack Valley 7, Ramsey 7?
That a lot of defense from Pascack Valley on a very good Ramsey team. A lot of people predicted they would go undefeated.
So 4th down now. Pascack Valley got a lot of history there.
Oh my God!
Ruffin Lawton in the back. for
What
Westwood.
time did we have at Pascack Valley in the rain?
Oh man, remember that rainstorm we did
Oh
about
my
30
God,
years
we were
ago?
wet. Oh, we wet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this. This
He's
is
going to run for it. And he
What a
is
hit.
laid out. And Gosa is hit by Believe Yanati. What a
What a
start.
hit.
Constantinides for the big hit.
Constantinides hit Gosa and leveled him.
Over on downs.
but illegal block, illegal tackle, right?
Wow. And let's see now. That should be a 1st down for Westwood.
Yeah, it should be.
Yep, it
Referees
is.
are talking.
Boy, Constantinides,
My God,
he
what
hit
a
him.
hit.
Woo. And Gossa is a strong young man. Tells you how strong Constantinides is. That was some.
Oh my God.
He met him. He met him. That's a big play
I'll tell you
by
what.
Hampton. He took a big chance, but you got this young man, Goss, who could run.
If he hit me like that,
And I tell you what, he missed it for like a half a yard or a yard.
I know.
So Constantinides did a great job.
A legal hit.
So 1st and 10 now for Westwood. That was a big gamble.
Big one.
Minus 24.
Let's see how this works out now. Ball just inside the 25-yard line. Here comes Lawton. Lawton loses 1, 2, 3, and gets inside the 10-yard line. Enough for a first down. Bring up a 1st and goal.
About
That's enough for a first down.
about
Cardinals.
15 yards.
15 yards. So Lawton picks up 15 yards. First and goal from the 8-yard line.
You know, we can give some stats on Mr. Lawton. I think we have
Wow.
it on the back.
I tell you, Westwood with Lawton and Dugan and Pisanich and Ruff,
Yep.
they do have tremendous skilled position players. There goes Pisanich around the left side. What a block on the outside. Whoa, and Pisanich runs it in.
Cardinals.
So Silvio Pisanich runs it around the left side.
It's a 7-yard rushing touchdown for quarterback Silvio Piganich to put the Cardinals up 13-0.
And he picked up a number of blocks and was able to get in. So Westwood now leads 13-0. So a couple of runs by Westwood after a fake punt from Lincoln puts Westwood up, and Dugan puts it up, and it's good. He didn't get it all, but he got it over. So with 8:26 to go in the half, Westwood leads 14-0 over Lincoln. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the township of Washington.
You know. so
The other picking it. The other brother.
ah,
No relation. Okay, no relation.
There's your kick, and that goes out of
that's
bounds.
Chris Pisanich. That's 79, Larry. It's 79. The block by 79.
We were looking, trying to find out. There was a big block thrown on Pisanich's run. We were told it was thrown by Chris Pisanich, his brother, number 79. He blew out one of the defenders and made the Silvio get in. It was a
They're
great
not
block.
they're not related, but family members.
Distant.
He's, yeah, he's a junior.
I remember I said good block, and I saw the block. He opened it up. Nice block on the outside.
So
Yes,
that's
he is a
Chris.
junior.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chris gets a big star on that game, on that play.
So that was Chris Pickenick.
No relation. They have to be, in the same town or something.
I don't know. Whatever he is, he made the block that
Are they
scored
from-
the touchdown.
Then we have a timeout.
See, if it was Italy, everybody's related.
All right, 1st and 10. Into the middle for a couple of yards.
All right, let's pick up.
Kai Harmon.
Number 50.
Harmon.
2 yards.
Number 50 on the stop. Justin Singer.
Justin Singer.
And I love to pick up all these linemen that are making tackles in the game.
Well, these sheets of paper are flying. You can't.
Oh my God. If you see there's a delay, it's not because we don't know. We're trying to prevent
We're
the
trying
paper.
to catch up. We're trying to catch our papers and rosters.
It calmed down a little bit, the wind.
Yeah, a little bit. Marlin stays on his feet and falls across the
First down.
45-yard line. Enough for a first down.
Let's see the stop by number 26. Luke Biello, a freshman.
Portland with a
Yes,
first
he
down
is.
run. He's tackled by number 26, Luke Biello.
So Biello,
Yeah.
who's getting a lot of playing time as a freshman.
Oh, what did I say? The wind isn't blowing.
You
We
could-
just bounced up in the air and I hit the ceiling.
First down now. Handoff up the middle is Gosa. And he's going to pick up 6 yards.
Again, 26, Biello.
Dugan and Biello.
And 44,
on the
Dugan on a tackle.
Short game by Gosa. 2nd and 5 from the Cardinal 49.
Second down and 5 yards to go.
You notice how low he runs?
Well, he's kind of
Mr. Gosa?
he's not a tall, lanky kid, I don't think.
No, but he's got excellent speed and strength.
He's got great balance.
And he's only a sophomore.
Long count.
Oh, that was a little,
they're going to have
penalty.
That was a long count.
Full start Lions.
And I think the line moved and the hiker held the ball.
Yeah, you could just see it was a long count. So they move it back and bring up the
Second and 10.
second and 10
The
now.
Lions 46.
John, the playoffs start next week. It's the last regular season game.
We should be here, hopefully,
Hopefully.
or on a whatever. We'll have a game.
Casa
He
still
runs.
staying
Look at
on
the
his
way
feet.
look at the way he's carrying everybody. Nice job by the sophomore. And see that? That was I
Gosa
like
up the
that.
middle on 2nd down.
Sosa was picked up by
White for
Dugan.
7.
He
Tackle
looked nice,
by
and he
the
says,
entire
"Nice run."
Cardinals defense.
I'd give that to Dugan.
I was just thinking about the fake punt by the coach. He took a gamble. He likes to gamble. You know what? He came up about a yard short, maybe a half a yard short.
Yeah.
You got to put the ball in your kids' hands.
They all love the coach.
Casa fights, claws, staying
Still
on
going.
his feet, and gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Gosa tackled
Stop by
again
Dugan.
Dugan.
Dugan on the stop again.
Again, here's the drive by Lincoln.
down
They had a
Lions.
nice drive in the first quarter, close to 20-play drive on their first possession, but they came up short on a fourth down conversion.
38-yard
They
line.
turned the ball over. Westwood's able to score on their possessions, 2 possessions for touchdowns. Like I said, Lincoln will have the ball for 50 plays, and Westwood will have the ball for
Sure.
18. We'll try to figure that out at the end of the game, but Lincoln has many more offensive plays than Westwood. Morland throws, incomplete, intended for Ballon.
That's a tough throw on a full
Orland
gallop.
goes right, looking for Zaire Ballon. Incomplete pass. 2nd down.
So we have 4:50 to go.
Fast, like I said, John, they'll be running the ball.
Oh.
This will be a fast game. So 2nd and 10 now for Lincoln.
Only one loss for them. They lost to Westside, 34-18.
Mullen calling signals. Mullen runs to his right. Throws out here and the
They
ball bounced.
Ooh, don't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gingerly,
Intended-
you help him up. Mr.
Intended
Rupp.
for Burgess.
Lincoln throws the
Charcel
wide receiver
Burgess.
screen.
Did you like how Rupp
Number 10,
sort of gallantly picked him up a little bit?
Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 at the Westwood 38.
John, what I'm happy about, it hasn't rained.
I agree with you. And the breeze, when we first came here, I said, you got to be kidding me. We walked across. My little tag broke a little bit. I'll have to get my wife to get me another
Almost
tag.
blew you across the field. How to come
You
and
know
get
what?
you?
I'm going to have to gain some weight. I'm going to have to go eat some big pasta, I think.
Good
I'm
thing
gonna
you
have
didn't have your jacket over. You fly
to- My
away.
God, my wife says, you got to get some new clothes. You look like you're
Mullen
lost.
throws,
Oh,
knocked away, intended for King Atkins. Busanich was
Incomplete
there.
pass. That'll bring up 4th down for the Lions.
and Busanich with number 11.
So now we have a 4th down and 10 yards to go. Now Lincoln's throwing into the wind. Now they don't throw. They're not a strong throwing team. Although we've seen Muller make a couple of passes, but he's throwing into a gale. So let's see what they do. Maybe a screen pass here, or a short pass over the middle.
Yep, you got it. You got to
Or
throw.
Everything failed. Get the ball in Goss's hands. Trips to the right.
Well, here we come.
Moreland's back. There's your short pass to Street. Westwood converges on him and drops him.
Number 8.
Completion to Streets.
Number
And-
8.
Not going to get the first down.
So Westwood holds again on 4th down.
Westwood ball.
A saving tackle by Constantinides. Yanni.
Cardinal fans, to learn about the Trouse Memorial Charitable
So now
Fund,
Westwood
which
takes
honors
over
the extraordinary
with 4
life
minutes
of
and
Reverend
32
Trouse,
seconds to go.
Vito Trouse, by funding charity causes, organizations, and
So
community
twice now they
endeavors.
stopped.
I'm guessing off the top of my head, Lincoln's had close to 30 plays in the first
I
half
would
so
say
far.
so.
And I'm
We should
being
keep a stopwatch from now on and count the plays. You know,
yeah, we should.
I have a stopwatch, you know, at home, and you'll have to remember me. Give me a little memory
Yeah.
stick and say, John, you got to bring that.
Lawton cuts
Oh
back
my
in the
God,
middle.
look at
Lawton's in his secondary. Lawton moving around. He's fighting his way and gets across the 35-yard line where he's tackled by Moreland.
From a 37 and
First down,
16.
Cardinals.
33 yards, 17 and 16, 33 yards.
Westwood has so many athletes that they have that they play interchangeable positions: wide receiver, slot, halfback.
And do you notice how he ran? He didn't go all out speed.
Ruff has the ball. Ruff's going down the side. He cuts to
got
the
it.
middle. We're going to have a penalty as Ruff will score a touchdown, but he knows it as they're going to be a hit in the back.
That would have been,
Everybody saw it. Everybody stopped.
everybody stopped. But hey, it was a nice looking play.
The referee threw the flag, and Ruff knew was the penalty as he just gingerly ran into the end zone.
And now they're chatting.
Yeah, let's see. They're asking, well, of course you're going to take this penalty. Here we go. Let's get the official call here. The official call is
Holding on the Cardinals.
okay, holding. That's it. Comes the referee. He'll tell you. Yeah, it's holding.
Yep. Well
And
done.
I have to be. I think, John, looking at that play, I think Ruff scored because of the
Everybody
penalty.
stopped.
He was able to be sprung because of the penalty.
We made a nice move, but once everybody stops,
So they marked the penalty from the infraction, which will bring up a first down and 11.
here
There's-
I was calculating. And
There's a timeout on the field, 14-0. Westwood leads Lincoln with 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the half. So it's first and we'll call it 12 now as they spot the ball. Pissanich is going to run. Cuts back into the middle. He has a lane. There's a block on the outside, and he gets inside the 5-yard line. And it was Tom Pissanich with a nice block downfield.
27-yard run on that play by the quarterback.
Nikonich goes for 27. The Cardinals first down.
Yeah.
At
They,
the 6
they
yard
got my
line.
math. They got
So
my
the
math.
Cardinals are on the 6-yard line. First and 10. Clock is running. Westwood has no place to go. I mean, they could take all the time they want.
I tell you, Pissanich has been completely involved in this
So
game as
he
a
could-
quarterback.
He could run and he
He
can
went
pass.
65 yards, and then he passed another one. So, hey. Nice
There
handout
goes Corby Lawton, and he's tripped up as he gets across the 5.
to about the 3. Well, let's see.
Yep.
Lawton with a gain on a couple. Second down. Number 4.
Let's see the spot. Man, I got it close.
So second down and goal. They
I'd say
put the
4.
ball down at
4-yard
about
line.
the 4-yard line.
Yeah, get 4-yard line. Or short 4.
Short 4, long 3.
I agree.
All right. Short
Sorry.
4, long 3.
Larry, when have we not agreed? For so many years, but we don't tell them if we, right? We agree and disagree.
Ruff is going around the right side, and he's going to be stopped on the line of scrimmage and dropped.
That's a great job by number 6, it looks like. Wendell Moreland. You heard his name as a quarterback. He's also an excellent blocker.
Second down. That'll bring up third down from the 4-yard line.
So it's going to be third down now. Gee, I don't know, John. Fourth down with this wind. Do you try to kick a field goal?
Well, they're up 14, down 14. I would go here. I would give to one of their runners.
You know what, John? I think it depends where you are. If you're about a yard away, you try to bang it in.
Yeah, 4 yards.
At 4 yards, you try to field goal. Westwood's going to let the clock go all the way down. And it's under 2 minutes.
And they're going to come over and chat a little bit.
And Westwood calls a timeout with 1:45 to go. So when we come back, it'll be first and goal. The ball will be on the 4-yard line. Westwood leads 14-0. They're looking for more.
Getting good
But we're
start.
back. Third down and 4. Pissanich calls signals. He's going to pitch inside. Oh, they tried one of those inside pitches. Didn't work.
Well, we had a big mound right there in the middle. I'm going to give it to number 55.
Pitch to Dugan. Gets nothing. Fourth down.
Well, I have to go to
Dugan will try to a field goal.
DeAndre Smith on that.
The wind will be at his back. Straight on.
Is this his first field goal?
Yep. Kick is up. Might have been tipped. And he got it in. He hit it hard enough. I think that ball might have been tipped. So Dugan whacks it in. And
How
with
far was it?
And with 59 seconds to go, Westwood takes a 17-0 lead over the Lions of Lincoln from Jersey
15-yard
City.
field goal?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dugan will kick.
How about an onside kick here? No.
Got to try to get that ball down
No,
with
you
the
got to
wind.
kick it. You got to kick the ball.
You know, with the wind, give it a run.
You don't want to give any shortest distance. Oh, that's a penalty. Yep.
Another. Oh, that's not good.
Kick goes out of bounds.
If Westwood's done anything wrong tonight, it's the kickoffs.
It'll be first down.
So 59 seconds. Lincoln has tried to get something done. They will get the ball back at the second
22.
half. So they have 2 possessions back to back.
From the 22, I believe.
Yeah, put the ball on the 35.
Oh, all right. I was watching the other referee, Larry. I was watching the other referee marking it at 22-yard line.
Yeah, you got to watch everybody here.
So he faked me out. So 59 seconds to go in the first half. Oh my goodness, we're being summoned.
Walling back, looking, throws.
Ooh, I thought that-
Incomplete, intended for Street.
Incomplete pass to Streets on first down. Bring up second.
Oh, whoa.
We knew that was going to happen. The coffee went flying, the papers went flying. Now we're going to have problems.
All right, we can't have these cups. You and I,
Well, you know what, John? The good thing about it is
we're fine.
we'll use the paper.
Yeah, we're fine.
Oh, you had to. You had to.
All
I
right.
knew that was going to happen.
It was a good breeze. Oh, look at this.
I warned you.
Second and 10.
Larry, I'm becoming. My wife would be extremely proud of me
You
right
do a great
now.
job. Enough for a first down.
I smell like coffee.
I wonder why.
11, that'll be a first down Lions.
This hasn't been cleaned this well in about
Since
10
we
years.
spilled something on it 3 years ago.
You know,
Wait, what a cup of coffee made such a mess. Moreland's back as
All
the
right, here
game
we go.
continues. He runs up the middle. And
Looks like
he
stop by
stays
number-
on his feet and is pushed out of bounds.
I'm still going to give 55
With
to
the
tackle
run,
Mike
pushed out of
Carson.
bounds by number 55, Mike Carson.
See that? And we're cleaning this better than it's been cleaned since they put this thing up.
Take it
By the
back
high
at
school.
9.
So he picked, after all that running around, he picked up 1 yard.
That's good.
Moreland did. Up, more stuff comes out. Give me some more paper here.
Oh, take it all.
This cup is leaking 34 ounces of coffee, and it only holds 6. You figure it out. My God, I almost drowned here. There is a game going on, of course.
I know.
Moreland fires downfield, and it's intercepted by Lawton. Kobe comes to the outside, looking for some blocks.
He's tired.
And he's dropped on the 43-yard line. So an interception
By Lawton.
stalls the possession with 19 seconds to go.
You know, he didn't look that good running that time. A little leg.
Cardinals will take over.
Larry, we give you about a 9.2 out of 10 cleaning up. All right.
We got a knee and then we're good.
All right, look at this, huh?
Hey, that wasn't too bad.
No. My dad would be impressed by you and I that time. 2 Italian guys cleaning up the mess.
Espresso, your father would be.
Ooh, a little espresso. I would need some espresso.
Let's see, Westwood is going to take a knee. Mercifully, the half comes to an end so we can clean the mess I made. And when we come back, Westwood will have a 17-0 lead over Lincoln. Lincoln will get the kickoff in the second half. Stay tuned for the band, and we have a very special interview coming up shortly.
applause for the Westwood Marching Band and Color Guard. Thank you again to our marching band. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Westwood Cardinal cheerleaders.
I can remember the football players
Well, we're at halftime, 17-0. Westwood leads Lincoln. We're very, very happy to have the daughters of Vio Trouse, Cindy and Tori Trouse. They were introduced prior to the game. You got their backs. Now we're going to get full profile here, so we see them. Your dad was an integral part of this school, supporting every team, from football to volleyball to bowling. He meant an awful lot. When he came home, what did he talk about the games he saw and how much he enjoyed Westwood?
You mean beside telling us how, beside you being on every night, every week? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
What
I'm
did he
talking, no, not me.
About how great Larry was up there and how he was the SI or SD or something.
I'm
like
surprised
that.
he remembered my name. I was pal. But he was very, 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 very special, and it meant a lot to us here. What does that mean to you when you come here and you see 2 years later he's passed away on Halloween? And what does that mean to you that you come here and see this today?
That's exactly it, 2 years. And it's something that it's just so important that he is remembered. And my sister and I, we talk about him every single day. And, you know, we're so proud. We're so proud of him, and he would be thrilled. You know, he was like all about it, so he would be very happy.
I know we go to the bagel shop in town, and his picture's up on the wall. And every time I go in, I see him. Cindy, he meant a lot to a lot of people, and he meant a lot to a lot of kids. A lot of the kids come back who are adults and remember Vito cheering for him, for them, whether what sport. I mean, sometimes people don't go to them, don't show up as much as they do in a football game, to a volleyball game, to a bowling. But he was there.
Yeah, he really enjoyed all of it. I mean, he was really involved with football, but he'd come home and talk about the bowling. He'd come home and talk about all of it.
And the scrimmages, right?
Yeah,
He
and
would-
even scrimmages.
He loved
he
the
just
scrimmage.
loved all of it. And it's so nice to hear, like, people will say to us, oh, my kids talk about him all the time, and hey, you know that he taught them this. And it's really, really very nice to hear.
Well, here, this is going to be a tough question. What made him such a great dad?
You know, it's so funny, Larry, and it's so funny. It's a great question because I used to say that to my sister when he was still alive. I said, I know, like, we love him. He's our dad. It's like, but people really, really like him. What do you think it is? I couldn't. And then after he was gone, I knew. And he was just so accepting, so real, so down to earth, so happy-go-lucky, and I think he was just warm and bright, and not to, but I know on his mask card, it talked about the laughter and the good times, and it was like, I think that would have been the thing he would have enjoyed most, that when people think about him, they smile. He used to always say, when I die, no tears, have a party, you know.
Cindy?
He spent so much time with us, including us in so many things. And when I was growing up, and my sister also, my father worked 2 full-time jobs, but it never felt like we weren't important. When it was the weekend, it was all about us, you know.
He always told me, Larry, remember, familia, meaning family. Family comes first. And he always talked about the both of you, how much he loved the both of you. We would tease him and different things, and he'd always say how much he loves the both of you.
Yeah, family is very important to us, and we're so thankful that with him and my uncles that we're all so close. Like my cousin Mike was here tonight, and our other cousins who's coming out of state to come for Thanksgiving, and we're all so close, and that's because of our fathers and our aunts. You know.
May I be just a little personal, put
Yes.
something personal in. The interview is with you, but it touches me in a special way. Your father died on October 31st, which is the birthday of my daughter Jean, who he cheered here for when she was a cheerleader, and he died then. We buried Vito at 10 o'clock in the morning on November 6th. At 10 after 10, my youngest granddaughter was born at Valley Hospital. So your father touched me in many, many ways that I get chills thinking about it now. So I always think about Vito because Jeannie and Madeline surround him, and he would get a kick out of that, saying familia. We miss him. We'll never forget him. Thank you for coming. We'll see you soon, and enjoy the rest of this game.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you
take
very
care of
much.
yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. We'll be back.
Let's welcome the Cardinals back to the field for the second half.
What are you doing?
Another cameraman. We're going to finish cameraman one at a time.
And
Well,
that was
coming
early.
back here at halftime. John will give you a quick update. If you missed anything, John will bring you right up to date so you get ready for the second half.
You know, Larry, the game started very quickly with that. As Pisanich, the quarterback, hit Rupp for 65 yards and actually set the tone in the game. And, of course, the extra point was good, followed by Pisanich went 13 yards. Did that time as a run. The score was 14-0, and then you had a field goal by by Dugan, I should say, making the score 17-0 at halftime.
And we spilled 8 ounces of coffee all over our paper.
And you know what?
But we cleaned
This
the place
place
up.
hasn't been so clean in umpteen years.
It hasn't been clean since we spilled coffee on it about
Last
right
time.
over here. We spilled coffee all over the. This place hasn't been this clean since I spilled coffee here about 5 years ago. What are you laughing about?
Look how clean, look how smooth it is now.
Oh,
My
nice.
God, my
Yeah.
wife would love this.
Oh, this is great.
She would give me a new job now to
You know
clean up.
what it needs over here? Remember that old detergent, Mr. Clean? Well, they have you and me are Mr. Clean. So Westwood leads 17-0 here at the Westwood High School. It's very windy, a chance of rain. We hope it holds off till I get home and relaxing downstairs in the basement. Then it could rain all at once. But until then, let's not rain. So far it's so good. Westwood's out. Lincoln is warming up on the side.
Larry, you got to talk about that. How many plays was in that for Lincoln? In
Well,
that one?
we didn't keep count, but the first drive had to be over 20 plays because they converted on 3 first or 4th downs. So there's 12 plays right there, and they had to have another 8 or 9 plays for that. So they probably had close to 20 offensive plays and couldn't score. That's the difference, I think, John, between the both teams. Lincoln is getting small chunks of yards, 5, 6, 7 yards, and they got stopped 3 times. Westwood is picking up chunks of yards, 30, 65-yard touchdown pass, runs of 25 and 30 yards. That's what you have to do in high school football. You got to get on offense to be very successful, to get chunks of yards, 25, 30, 40 a play. If you try to go 15, 16 plays for a touchdown, what happens is when you run those number of plays, something's going to go wrong. You're going to have an offside, you're going to have a procedure, you're going to have a motion, you're going to have a hold. So the more plays you have, the more chance you have of having a penalty.
And you lose a lot of strength in that because now you spend all the time, you did all these plays, and you come back with nothing.
So Westwood will kick off.
Oh, God, look at that wind.
Oh, the wind's blowing like crazy here. So Westwood will kick off to Lincoln, and Westwood wouldn't mind if Lincoln runs a 20 play series and don't score. He'll kill the clock. It's almost, John, I was thinking about this a little bit. It's almost like having when you get into mercy and the clock constantly runs. When you're running like that and picking up 4 yards at a time and you have to go 80 yards, you're going to kill 7, 8, 9 minutes of a quarter. So what Lincoln has to do, they got to come out and try to score on their first drive
quickly.
Here.
They got a lot of running, and
Yeah.
they got to start throwing the ball.
But you look at Lincoln and you see that they have a very good running back in this Gosa.
Well, they have an excellent team. You know, it's a great team, a super coach, and the kids come out, and they play. And, we called some nicknames. That was all, agreed by the coach.
He really enjoys his
He
players.
has a father image of
Yes.
a coach.
We spoke to a couple of the supporters. One was named Joe Gallo. I forget the other name across the way. They played for Lincoln back in the 50s. Father Tom Norton, very well known here in the Washington Township, Pascack Valley area. He went to Lincoln in the 50s and 60s. And these guys are telling us how great this coach is, how into it he is, how much he supports the kids, and how much the kids enjoy playing for him. And that's important, John.
Yeah.
Beyond the football, the X's and O's, how he could help these young men, go on after high school into an adult life and a successful adult life. And he does that.
He's a father as well as a coach.
Right. And a friend.
And a friend.
A lifelong friend. So Westwood will kick off. And Lincoln is dropping back. Westwood will have the wind at their back for this the third quarter, as the wind is blowing from right to left, and it's blowing at a good clip. I would say, right now, it's a good breeze. 25, 30 miles an hour at times. Knocked over my coffee.
Oh, that was some spill. But look at this. Now it's beautiful.
Yeah, well,
Nice and clean.
Oh, my-
Well, we'll have to give it a new.
I hope my wife doesn't watch this. Then she'll realize I can clean. The mess I make home, she's always coming after me.
Hey, listen. You got to give them some work. You know, don't say that to them.
No. Line
look
drive
at it.
kick, and the ball goes out of bounds again.
I don't know if it was touched. Was it touched?
I don't
by...
think the ball was touched.
Well, let's see.
No, the referee has his. The ball went out at the 23-yard line.
All right.
If Westwood did anything that they have to try to improve is the kickoff.
Yes.
They got to try to keep the ball in bounds.
Yeah,
So-
this paper is nice and wet.
Lincoln takes over 1st and 10. The ball on the 35-yard
Here's a
line.
gust of wind, about 25 miles per hour.
We're going to go home with sunburn.
Called windburn.
Well, I might have more of a sunburn. I made a trip. Handoff to Street. No, that's a Gosa. And fighting and clawing his way to the 40-yard line.
Gain of about 5 yards.
You don't expect Lincoln to come off their game plan. What they do is, we were told, they run 4, 5, 6 plays. They run it over and over again. They know what to do. They know what the blocking is. And they run it and run it and run it, and they're successful with it.
Look at this, trips to the right.
Oh, look at that. Which means they'll hand the ball off to the
Inside, or maybe run by the quarterback. Let's see.
lone count.
A fake and a quarterback.
There's Mullen around the left side. He has some
He could
room.
go.
He's going down the sideline.
go.
It's going to be tough to get him, but Dugan gets him and knocks him out of bounds. He had a good angle on him. Now, that's what I mean when I say you got to get chunks of yards. You got to pick up 25, 30 yards on a play.
And you notice that run. He wasn't running at 100% speed. He was waiting and looking at the spots. I can't pick up the yardage, but to the 25 it has to be at least 50 yards. Oh, give him 40 yards on that play. I was watching how nice he was running.
30 yards on it.
Yeah. Oh,
Mullen calling signals. Ghost is in back of him. Hands off the Ghost. Ghost gets to the outside, and he's on his feet, cuts back inside, and he's going for a touchdown. There you go, right there. 2 plays, 75 yards. 65 yards. So there you go. That's how you get back into the game quickly with long runs. So they get the ball on the 35-yard line. They go 65 yards in 2 plays.
yes.
2 plays.
And that's Ramir Jugs Gosa, a sophomore. It's nice having a young man like that on your team for the next couple of years.
Now they're going to go for 2 points.
Oh, why not?
Looks like it. Yep, they are. Mullen calling signals. Gosa moves to the left. This is a big play. Gosa hits the line and he's not going to get it. Mullen kept the ball. No, they can't move the ball.
Yeah.
He stopped.
He
So the
stopped.
PAT, I thought Mullen may have had the ball and tried to run around the left side. So Gosa is stopped. The PAT fails. So with 10:40 to go, 17-6, Westwood now leads. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington.
That was a nice way of closing up.
We're back here. We got reports from WCTV's Weather Bureau that the rain is right above us. I made the comment that it's the wind's keeping it up. Ruff has it. Eludes one would-be tackler, stays on his feet, and is dropped at the 30-yard line, maybe the 31-yard line, where the Cardinals of Westwood take over. With 10 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter, they lead 17-6 over the Lions of Lincoln High School from Jersey City, New Jersey. You ever go to Jersey City?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice city, huh?
It's a big city. Jersey City. Don't forget, I lived in Cliffside Park.
Oh, you can walk over there almost.
Well, no. You have
A long walk.
You have a couple of different ways you can go to Jersey City. And it's nice down there. We used to play ball where the Yankees used to play in Hudson County. I'm pretty old, but not as old as the players. A great area.
Lawn around the right side has some blocking and is tripped up. Thought he was going to go for a little bit more than he did. Tripped up from after about
Trying to
3
pick up
yards.
number 11 on the stop, Nick Hines, a sophomore. Number 11, strong safety.
Boy, these papers are wet.
Yeah, you can see up here. Look at that. And Nick Hines, I love this. Nick Flow Rider Hines. You know what it is? This is something that the coach does with the kid. He's a father to the kids. They're a beautiful bunch of guys. And nickname is all what they like to hear, which is great. All in fun.
Pickup of 3 yards for Lawton. Oh, Lawton going to try it again. And this time's much more successful as he
First
gets to the
down.
45-yard line.
That's a first down, Cardinals.
That'll be a first down.
Followed by a host of lines.
Well, I got number 33, Sean Mohammed. Number 33. Ba-da-ba-ba. Sean Crash Mohammed. Let's go with our old coffee on it.
Where we got the name Crash from?
Well, not driving a car, that's for sure.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, he must crash, you know. These are
Maybe,
probably
maybe it's the
nicknames.
way he hits.
Yes.
In
Everything
football.
here is football.
Pissanich is running around, cuts inside,
I thought he
now
was
back
gonna fumble
outside,
then.
and falls across the 50-yard line for a pickup of 6 yards.
Looks like number 16. I got to go to my many papers.
Pickenich with a 6-yard
Timothy
gain.
Hilliard on a stop, a junior.
Second for
So second down and 4 yards to go for Westwood.
You know, I was watching the way Silvio was carrying that football, you know, sort of swinging with the breeze. But a nice run for about 7 yards.
Looks like Rutherford may win their game against Park Ridge. Nice
That's a
catch
throw.
by Lawton to the 25-yard line. That was a nice throw, but a better catch by Lawton.
Dugan with the long reception from Pickenich.
And
That's a 25-yard pickup.
25 of
And-
the Lions. That'll
and
be a
Purnell,
first
a
down,
saving
Cardinals.
tackle.
Pissanich put the ball right there. Lawton
Nice
went up
throw.
and got it. Only Lawton could have caught that pass.
and that's what you want as a quarterback throwing
There's a
it.
blitz from the
This
outside.
could hurt. Oh, that was a
Let's
good-
see if they call that grounding.
Well,
Whoa.
they could. But the one referee made a nice catch there. I was waiting for him to run with the ball.
But there was a blitz on the outside, the left side of the defense, right side of Westwood's offense. And that young man just come
He had to be-
barreling out of there.
He had to be past the tackle spot, so it's not an infraction.
So second and 10.
Oh, that's a little dance step.
Well,
Looks like,
offsides
yep, a couple of guys.
against Lincoln.
When I'm not mentioning who it was. But he was a 6'2", 275er.
He knows who he is.
You know what happened at that point, Larry. When you're that big, you make a move, you can't come back and stop that quickly. Nice size young man. Good
Second and
man.
5 now.
Got quiet here.
Yeah. Westridge moves people around. And Lawton gets inside the 15-yard line.
Looks like 22, and looks like he picked up 53. And number 53 is Sean Mohammed, and 22 is
Harmon?
Mike High Harmon. Number 22, a linebacker.
And Kanye Hampton.
So the clock is running. First down for Westwood.
Cardinals first and 10.
7:50 to go in the third quarter. Constantinides is out in the slot to the right. And a timeout. Coach Hampton can't believe that his team didn't left the man uncovered. So he quickly came out and called timeout. So we come back at 17-6 with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. Westwood leads Lincoln. All right, first and 10 now. Empty backfield. Pissanich is going to go around the left side, and he falls forward shy of the 10-yard line. He gets across the 15, maybe to the 12. Let's wait for the spot. Yep, we call it 12. The rain is coming now. See? That WCTV weatherman wasn't wrong.
55, DeAndre Smith on the tackle, Larry. And
Okay.
the rain is DeAndre Smith, 55.
There's the rain.
There's got to be a nickname for him, I
They,
bet.
you know, they said between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. It's 8:35. So we got 35 extra minutes.
That's where you and I were in the middle, and we wanted everybody to get the game started. Oh, there's
And they're going to call They're going to call interference.
yeah. We're not mentioning the person who did it.
Pass interference against Lincoln.
Let's wait for the official call, saying that the defender went over the back of the Westwood Cardinal receiver. That's a 15-yard penalty. Interference.
All right. Well done by the referee in that case, the head referee, right?
Yep.
So this really is putting it inside the tent
So
on the 6.
Ruff and Dugan are out to the right. Now Dugan comes in tight. Hand off to Lawton. Lawton goes to the goal line, and a penalty comes flying in from the back judge. So let's see where they spot it and what the penalty is going to be.
Lawton gets the one.
I saw Goza going up with his arms. I bet it's against
Hey, John, the rain,
Lincoln.
I'm getting rained on here now.
And we got to see who's the penalty on.
Going to be on Westwood.
Oh, somebody threw the flag. Oh, that's a. Look at this penalty.
Can you believe it? I'm standing in the booth and I'm getting wet.
Well, we got to close a little bit. So that puts the ball on about the 12-yard line.
Second down now.
A little dance step by.
And now Westwood will call a timeout. Well, then we come back, 6:42 to go. Westwood leads 17-6 over Lincoln. I didn't see the referee. It wasn't a timeout. It was a penalty against Lincoln. So the ball is moved up, and it's a second down, and looks like it's 3 yards to go for a first down. Pissanich is going to run around again, and he falls
I think he'll have the first
inside
down.
the 5. It's going to be very close.
It's close to, I say, 1 yard line. Let's look. Up, 1 yard line. Oh.
Well, nobody got injured on. The door was the wind blew the door closed.
Inside
upstairs.
the 6, Larry.
So
Not a 1 yard line.
Been a short one.
yeah, the ball just let's call it the 7, I guess.
Yeah, but 1 yard for a first down.
So this is two down conversions here if you don't get it.
Good place for the quarterback to keep the ball. I hope everybody's all right coming down the steps after that collision.
More important, I hope we're all right.
Young man coming down.
Pissanich wants you to throw. Intercepted. And the man's still on young man's on his feet.
Oh, he lost the ball.
And let's
Recovered by
see if
number
Westwood gets the
3.
ball.
number 3.
Let's see what they're going to call.
Well,
They're going to say he was down.
okay.
Intercepted. Big play, big stop. I didn't get the number of the young man who caught intercepted the ball.
However, at the end of
Wow.
that play,
That's
number
a big,
three
That's a
for
big
Westwood
turnaround.
recovered it, but they said the foot was down on the interception.
I thought, John, when he caught the ball, I thought he was going to go 95 yards the other way.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine if that was the case?
Oh,
They're
that
right in
would-
the game,
Oh, boy.
big time. That mojo would be riding on that Lincoln Lions back.
Got him. Lincoln on a great defensive stop on an interception down by the goal line. Stops Westwood. 17-6. Westwood leads. 5:11 to go.
We got to get some window cleaner so we can see out the window now.
Referee's telling Coach Hard the young man was down.
Yeah, because there was, Westwood had the ball at that point, but if your foot is down, you keep the ball.
That was a big play for Lincoln. See if that goes, sir?
Looks like
No,
no,
it's
number
Street.
20.
So Street brings the ball straight up the middle for about 2 yards.
Did you hear Biggie's Street, number 20?
Second down and 8.
Well, if you're rooting for the Lions, you want them to drive with this play and put them right back in this game.
Atkins is way out to the right.
You got to watch this young man.
His
Ooh, nice
ball in-
move.
And he is hit at the 20-yard line. So he picked up maybe another 2 yards. Going to bring up third and about 6.
Yeah, now Moreland, we know he had 343 yards before this game. Carried the ball 46 times.
So third down now and about 4 yards to go. And you know, John, the way Coach Hampton plays for Lincoln, you could be in 2-down territory here. He went for the 4th down in the first half, missed it, and it turned into a Westwood touchdown and 7 points.
Yep.
That's a big play there.
But you can see adjustments were made by Lions at halftime.
Oh, yeah. They've got the better of the play.
Oh,
And the ball came off his hand wrong. Like he lost control of the ball. The
Could
ball
been a
might have
little
been wet.
Yeah, he was trying to hit the other quarterback, Zaire Ballin. How's that?
He
Number
could-
7
we-
is also
You know,
quarterback.
we were up here, we were able to see the way the ball came
Yeah.
out of his hand. It's almost like the ball slipped out of his hand more than he threw it, and he was wide by a lot. So Lawton will drop back for Westwood at about the 45-yard line.
And you know, right now, Larry, with the ball getting wet like this, you got to watch. You got to really hold that football. Ooh, nice punt.
Punt's coming down on the bounce.
Oh, great bounce.
Lawton will let it go. The ball will come to rest about the 42-3-yard line. Westwood will take over with 3:17 to go in the third quarter. They lead 17-6 as the rain and wind picks up here in Washington Township, New Jersey.
You know, hey,
Sean, look at
freezing
this.
out.
They got 8 guys in the box. Lincoln does. Westwood, nice block on the outside. Lawton was able to get about away for the spot, maybe 3 yards.
To Lawton around the left side before he steps out of bounds.
Nice ball player.
Tell you, Westwood is blocking very nicely at the point of attack.
To the 46.
You know, I got to give you some stats on Lawton.
2nd and 7 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Lawton receiving's got 50 catches for 527 yards, 6 touchdowns, and rushing don't have that stats, but he can run.
And we have a whistle stoppage of play. Let's see what we got here.
We should have somebody
Offside against Lincoln. So that's going to move 5 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and very short. Probably a 2nd and 2. Let's see. 1,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, on a 49.
Yeah, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, you're doing great on math. You know,
I'm
it's not
amazing.
advanced arithmetic, I should say.
Don't go any farther than arithmetic. You get into the mathematics, I'm lost. Pissanich throws to Ruff, and Ruff has the ball go through his hands.
Pass intended to John Ruff was dropped.
You know, it was a little curve on that throw.
So
By
it's
the
going to be
quarterback.
3rd down now and 2.
Big play right here, because a little mojo's been going on the Lions side. And they
So
scored
far.
in the second half.
Yeah.
I like the Lions. Sounds nice, Lions.
They'll get into the playoffs, right? They only have 1 loss.
Yes. They're 7-1. And they lost to a team by the name of Westside, 34-18.
And Westwood is 6 and 2.
All right, and both teams beat Demarest, and the Lions beat Demarest 44-23. All the stats. developed for, I don't know who, but somebody
Pistonage
developed.
coming around the left side.
First down
And he
more.
has a first down as he runs out of bounds.
And Pickenich lowers his shoulder as he's ridden out of bounds by number 6 Moreland.
Uh-oh.
First down, Cardinals.
So the Cardinals have the first down. They move the chains. They get 4 more downs.
You
Yes.
give instead of receiving. You know, that's always the motto of a runner. Again, we wish Joey Giordano, who's not playing today, he went out, he had 61 carries for 523 yards for the season.
Ruff fumbles the ball. And
Ball
there's
was
a
filled.
scrum on down here. I believe Westwood will have it.
Yeah, looks like number 1.
Yeah, Ruff has it.
Rough. Well, the ball is a little wet right now, you know.
Yep.
I
And
guess-
not only is the ball wet, your shirt's getting wet too. So
Sure.
you put it on, it's going to slide off.
The Lions 45.
2:06 to go in the third quarter.
That's a fast moving. I tell you, John, this will be a fast moving game with all the running going to be done. So a loss of 3, second and 13. I'll tell you what, the Lions really crowd the line.
Nice block.
Look at this
my
by
God, look at
Lawton.
this play.
There was some blocking up front
Oh.
as he gets to the 25-yard. There was some blocking up front.
If we had the replay, it would have been great to see that. Great blocking.
Behind the big fellas making holes.
Yeah.
Westwood had done some great blocking up there. They're making like almost like a little pathway for these running backs to go to offensive line. Great job.
And yeah, that young man, number 76. I'm going to call him Mr. Smith. Right? Don't we call him if we don't know who he is? Mr. Smith?
Fine
I'll
with
tell
me.
you what, he's got nice size, great speed, and he can tackle. Sign him up.
Sign him up. Pistonage.
Oh, that will.
And not this time.
Hello.
Not this time. Hello, you're coming back.
Look at
You
him.
are coming back.
Look at this young man, number 50, 55. A little
DeAndre
size.
Smith gets through the line.
I like his first name, DeAndre Smith. That's a nice name.
6'3", 303. I can hang out with him.
So it's going to bring up a second down and loss of 4. So second and 14 as we get to the 30-second mark. I don't know if they have to run a play, which they're going to. So Pistonage is calling signals here.
Oh,
And Pistonage has to
in
throw
the
the
area,
ball away.
211 looks like was in the area.
Yeah, he was running for his life.
Looking for Vucinic
But Nick Hines was close.
on the sideline.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We got the wrong. Hines.
Cardinals third down and a long 13.
No.
So third down and we have a penalty.
Uh-uh.
Uh-oh.
On,
Well, that was a lot. The referee looked around, talked. He may have, they have ear sets, so other officials may be talking to him. They may call grounding.
and grounding by Vucinic.
Let's see. Grounding
Yeah, there it is.
against Westwood.
Intentional grounding called on Westwood.
So they're going to call grounding by Westwood. So that's a loss of a down, of course.
That's a
and I
tough one.
believe a 10-yard penalty.
Look at this.
So the ball's going to be on the 40-yard line. Westwood's got to get to the 15. Some of the
Some happy fans.
some of the
Happy.
happy fans of Westwood would like to go down and give some assistance to the officials.
25 from the
Larry,
Lions.
we never say bad people, happy people. Look at it. And the ball just got moved. I love it. Only in America.
So this would be a third down here.
They're coming in. No, a fake.
Piston's going to have to run for it.
Oh.
He fumbles the ball.
Recovered.
And that will end the quarter. Boy, Westwood had a tough series there with balls dropped and fumbled and the intentional grounding. We played 3 quarters here on the campus of Westwood High School in Washington Township, New Jersey. And Westwood leads Lincoln 17-6. We are going to the 4th quarter. You are watching WCTV, the All Volunteer Cable Access Group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. Well, Westwood's going to have to punt the first play in the 4th quarter. Dugan is back to do the kicking. Good snap back. Dugan puts it up in the air. The ball's coming down. And it will roll at the 32-yard line. So Lincoln will take over, 1st and 10. As it's raining and windy. What else is new?
And the game is getting closer.
Westwood hasn't scored, and didn't score in the 3rd quarter, and Lincoln had a 2-play, 65-yard drive.
Yep.
If you want to call it a drive. Here comes the rain. First and 10. You know, John, can you lock the window? The window's all full of water.
I know.
Can't see.
You got to go to the screen.
Street around the right side. He's got room.
Oh,
He's in
plenty
the
of room.
secondary.
Oh, that,
And he is stopped at the
you got to
49-yard
blow a
line.
whistle there.
And Street with a big run, 16 yards to the Lions 48.
So Street picks up the first down as he gobbles up 16 yards.
Larry, for the season, he's got 64 runs beside the one right there for 546 yards and 5 TDs.
This is what Lincoln's doing this half. Didn't do in the first half. They're getting bigger chunks in yards. Instead of 3 and 4 yards at a clip, they're getting 10 more. And a
little
whistle
penalty.
stops the play. And it could be a timeout, I think.
Timeout Westwood.
And it's going to be Westwood calling their timeout. 1st and 10 now. Handoff. This time Westwood tightens it up a little bit more on the inside.
The tackle was right. Number 25 for Westwood.
John Mathis in on the tackle.
So Gossett
One
for
yard the Lions.
about 2 yards.
Yeah, John Matkis. Nice ball player.
Here comes, Moreland comes in with the play.
Oh, all of a sudden that looks good. I mean, on the screen it looks good. on the front now,
We need a windshield wiper here.
If this was New York, we can give somebody a couple of dollars to clean our windows, right?
Yeah. Bring some Windex here.
Yeah.
Street in motion. Pitch coming out the street. And Street is tackled.
Nice job that time by.
Outside, yeah.
Rough.
Rough with the tackle.
John Ruff with the tackle after a gain of 5.
So pick up a 3rd down and 5. I tell you, John, with the time now and the weather, you're in 4-down territory right now for Lincoln. They got to go. They don't punt the ball.
It's 11-point differential, you know.
4 for the Lions.
We're at
You
the
got to
10
get 2
minute.
scores.
We're at the 10-minute mark of the game.
Hey, it's been a very well played game for both teams.
Very even game, yeah.
Absolutely. I expected that between these 2 teams.
Moreland, he has room on the outside. Still, and he has enough for a 1st down and more. He's down the sideline, 1 man to beat, and Moreland's going to take it in for a touchdown. How do you like that? Unless he stepped out of bounds, they calling it a touchdown.
That was from the 40,
Touchdown, Lions.
42 yard.
So it's a 42-yard run as Moreland goes around the right side. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. Well, we had a game. I think all the time we had a game. But boy, did it get tight now. That run by Moreland brings Lincoln to a 17-12.
And that was number, I got blocked on the view.
That was for the touchdown?
Yeah,
Moreland, number 6.
number 6.
The quarterback. He took the
Oh, Moreland,
snap.
yeah, I'll tell you, super.
Here's a big 2-point conversion. Marlon calling signals. Pitch out to Street, who drops the ball, and that will be a no good PAT.
So,
Two-point conversion pitch is fumbled in the backfield.
So it's a 5-point game as opposed to a 3-point game.
Up 17 to 12.
no, you're right.
9:32
That's
to
big.
go in the fourth
You don't know how
quarter.
big it's going to be. So it's 17 to 12 and 9:32 to go. Westwood leads. So we get ready for the kick. And this kick is, I don't know what's going on here. Both teams can't kick the ball down the middle.
Fielded
Yeah.
by Robert Guy.
So the ball gets knocked out of bounds,
It will be
and the ball will be put on the 35-yard line.
Don't understand that.
I don't think this is, they're doing it intentionally. Do you?
No.
Ma-
I
Maybe?
would kick as far as I could.
But no, you think they call them to kick it out of bounds? They don't want the runners to run it up. They're afraid of the. I mean, I can't think of so many balls being knocked out of bounds. Maybe it's an intentional call. Just kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right, 9:32 to go. 17 to 12. Westwood lead. They have the ball. The ball's on the 35-yard line. Lincoln's had 12 unanswered points here in the second half. Long runs.
Or the blitzing number 4 coming in.
Lawton. And Lawton gets thrown across the 40-yard line.
6-yard gain.
That's what Westwood needs now.
They need a sustaining drive and then
One
a score.
6-yard gain, tackled by Smith.
So the ball is sitting just over the 40-yard line. We'll call it a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5.
Next time I'll have to bring a squeegee. You know, we can clean the windows as we're doing it. And clean the area when we spill the coffee. Push the coffee off the.
Under 9 minutes to go. Just under 9 minutes. Pisanich hands to Lawton. Lawton up the middle for a first down. Lawton was going to go around the end. He saw a little hole at the off tackle, and he took it hard and was able to fight his way for 5 yards and a pickup of a first down on the ball on the 46-yard line.
Outstanding young man. Big on receptions. He's got 50 reception for the season, 6 touchdowns. Everything's quiet though, you know.
Well, the people have left. I mean, some people have left.
The rest of the people will get a free admission next game.
Rain is picked up. Pisanich is going to go around the left side. He has some room, and a penalty comes flying in.
Look at the rain there, my God.
Silvio Piganage around the left side. That's going to come back.
So that's going to come back.
Holding against the
Looks like it's going to be a
Cardinals.
hold. Yeah, it's a hold on Westwood.
Ah. And this is what you don't want to happen if you're rooting for Westwood.
So they're getting ready to
They
mark
pi-
it off.
Well, they picked up their little penalty flag, and they take a little walk.
The Westwood first down and 20.
Going to be 1st and 20 now for Westwood.
36.
Big penalty.
Yep. Plenty of time, 7:56 and moving.
Pisanich looks,
Oh,
and he's inundated. Boy, I'll tell you what, Lincoln has got a fire under them now. You can
What?
see the momentum has changed.
75 and 55 on that stop.
Piganage sacked.
And that's
Nowhere to go
Hakeem, the
there.
Professor Ripley,
Number 55, DeAndre
and
Smith.
DeAndre Smith.
75.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 22.
You can see that mojo is on the
Oh,
Lincoln
ever since
side.
whatever they did in the halftime with Lincoln has worked.
Well, you know the head coach, may have had a little bit of talking to them.
Maybe.
You know, he would start, "You're better than that," at the beginning of the speech.
Pissanich. Incomplete, intended for Lawton at the 45-yard line. Boy, you could actually feel the momentum switching here, John.
Oh my goodness. I know. Well, the rain feels nice. It's penetrating when it hits you now.
You know,
But you're right.
when Lincoln came out and went 65 yards in 2 plays at the beginning of the second half, you just felt the old, we call it mojo.
Yeah, mojo.
The old mojo started to swing.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then when, Moreland took the ball around the right end and went down the far sideline for a touchdown, then the mojo really swung. So 6:56 to go. Third and tomorrow. Lawton will get knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
That was a big play.
Not only that, John, the little thing here, it may help maybe later on down the line, but the clock stopped. So now Dugan will have to punt. Gosser is back at the 38, 37-yard line.
And you know, with the ball wet, it's tough for a punter and the hiker.
It's a bad time to go snapping.
Snapping.
Good snap. Dugan gets a
That
nice
looks like a
high
nice punt.
kick. Gosser has and steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Stop the clock.
Well, Dugan did what he had to do. That's a big play there. No return. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Over 40 yards on that punt.
So that's Lincoln's got to go 80 yards. And they would go ahead because they're only 5 points behind.
And you know what? They're strutting out there a little bit more. A little bit of confidence on those Lions. You can hear the growling.
Oh.
If we had a chance, we could have talked to Coach Hampton. What did he say at halftime?
They go Street. Street's gone. Look at this. Street's going. Dugan might get him. And Street is at the 10, the 5, the 4, 80-yard run. Whoa. No penalties that I see.
Nope, not up. What a run.
I don't see a penalty at all.
Nor do I.
Everybody's looking around like they're looking at the referee. I don't know what they're looking at the referee for.
So Street.
They're coming back, John.
Did I hear?
There's a penalty.
Street. Oh, it's coming back? Oh, no. Let's see what happened.
Oh. No, it's not a penalty. Maybe he just dropped the flag. I don't know. There was a flag on about the 35-yard line. But, John, 80 yards on a run.
By Streets.
Yeah.
He wasn't running on a street. He was on a highway.
Now Lincoln, 18 unanswered points, takes a 1-point lead over Westwood.
17-18 or 18-17 in favor of the Lions.
Wow, what a run.
Going for 2. Oh, that was unbelievable. The speed and
They have speed. Woof.
Oh.
Gosser hits the line, and he's in.
Gosser carries. 2-point conversion is
So that's a big...
A field goal away.
But it's a field goal. If they didn't miss it, a field goal wins it. A field goal, I hate even to say it, a field goal ties it.
That's true.
Oh, my gosh.
20-17 in favor of the Lions on that series.
And the
80-yard
Lions came out with fire, breathing fire, and have scored 20 unanswered points, topped with an 80-yard run by Street. John, I said in the first half, they were picking up yards like 3-4 yards at a clip, a 20-play drive. This half, everything was big yards, 15, 20, 30, 80.
80 is a nice number.
They had a 65-yard drive in 2 plays and an 80-yard drive in 1 play.
They do have a lot of speed.
They sure do. They hit the line of scrimmage and it's goodbye. And the defense has shut Westwood down. Let's see if they can keep this ball inbounds. Oh, well, it's even better. Westwood gets the ball at the 42-yard line.
That was number 56 on the recovery.
Ball recovered by number 56, Kirk Simonides.
Because if he doesn't recover that ball,
Oh,
that's
my
a live
God.
ball because it hit him. Westwood will have the ball at the, Lincoln will have the ball.
Take over at their own 44.
John, are these weathermen at WCTV right? They said we'd have heavy rain about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and boy, are they right.
So with that, what a turnaround.
Dugan comes over to the right. Pissanich calling signals. Pissanich hands to Lawton. Lawton fights his way to about the 45-yard line.
There was an opening there, and he almost went the distance with that one.
Their uniforms are drenched.
Oh, they're all wet right now. And
Listen, I'm wet and I'm in the press box.
even my hair is getting wet.
Second down.
I'm going to have to get a curl tonight. Second down and 1. Clock is running. 4:49 to go. Lawton stays on his feet and gets enough for a first down as he gets to the
And more.
42-yard line.
With a nice gain. First down, Cardinals.
Stopped by number 11, Nick Hines, the strong safety, a sophomore.
I'll keep an eye on that clock for you folks.
Oh, yes.
First and 10 now for Westwood. We're in 4 down territory, John, with 5 minutes to go in the game and down by 3. There's no punting today. At least not anymore. Dugan comes over to the right side. Pissanich is calling signals.
And they're coming in with a blitz.
What happened?
I don't know.
Somebody called time?
I think it may have been the Lions crossed the line too quickly.
False start. Okay.
Is it Westwood?
The play
Oh,
stopped.
Westwood. Yeah, because they stopped.
Yeah.
They come. They had 5 yards against
Nice.
Westwood.
You can't make mistakes like this.
Oh no!
So first and 15.
Gives that defense a little bit of more room. It's the key. The two halves. Westwood in the first, and now the Lions in the second.
They try again with Lawton. Lawton steps inside and picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards.
And Kobe Lawton again on the right side. Goes back to the original marker.
Yeah, they're back. So he picked up the penalty, I guess, the 5 yards.
Yep.
Give or take. It should be 10 yards. As we're getting hit with the rain in our faces.
It'll be second
It's like a
down.
massage we're getting.
Go at the 42.
Second down and 10 yards to go. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. It's 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It'll be 4 minutes when Westwood just about snaps the ball. Pissanich is
be.
calling signal. Trips to the right.
Taking a lot of time here.
Pissanich being rushed. Throws it downfield. And they got a hold. They got a hold on Lawton.
Pass interference on the Lions.
Lawton was, you could actually see the play where Lawton was pulled
Yeah.
back. So let's see where they're going to spot that ball. It was tough to see through the rain, the glass.
Well, I guess it's got to be at a point of the infraction, right, in high school?
First down.
Like the 20?
Well, let's see, 20.
Oh, they back him up.
The Lions.
They're
26.
not calling a hold, they're calling interference, so it's a 15-yard penalty and first down. The ball is on
27?
the 27-yard line. We have 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game. Lincoln leads 20-17. Pissanich wants to run, and it's not going anywhere quickly. Lincoln clogged that play up nicely.
Nice job by number 11 on the defense for the Lions.
Tackled by Nick Hines.
Hines with the
Hines, the stop,
the
yes.
stop. No gain. Second and 10. Clock is running. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Mick Hines is a sophomore. Strong safety.
Just like Westwood has a lot of sophomores and juniors, Lincoln has a lot of sophomores and
So
juniors
more than
also.
likely they'll play again next year. They'll take the trip down to Jersey City.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. oh my.
Dugan is dropped after a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Almost a fumble on that play. That pitch.
I know.
About a yard.
We're inside 3 minutes. No gain. 3rd down.
Well, now you got to do, if you're rooting for Westwood, score a touchdown and spend about 3 minutes or 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Give them 1 second.
Or at least get the first down here.
Yeah, you got to get a first down.
That's what Brett Favre used to say when he was playing. Just get first downs. Forget about touchdowns.
That's true.
It'll come. 3rd down and 10. The rain is picked up.
They're coming in with a blitz.
There's a
And a
fumble.
fumble.
It's going to be 4th down. Wow, now it's 4th and 11 or 12. Westwood doesn't make it on this one. That will be the game. So there's a
You're not
it's
gonna
4th and 14.
You're not kicking a field goal.
Now Westwood had a first down on an interference call, and they haven't picked up a yard. The defense has really come up strong for
For the
Lincoln.
Lions. The tale of two halves is starting to materialize.
So this is it here. If Westwood doesn't make it, Lincoln will probably win the game unless some spectacular happens. Westwood brings 3 out to the right. Pistonage is calling signals. Looks like they're on a blitz. Pistonage throws. No good. Intended for rough and a penalty.
He's hurt.
Ruff is hurt.
Helmet to helmet right there. Let's,
They're going to call a penalty against Lincoln. So it's a first down. The ball is going to be placed
15-yard line.
at the 15-yard line with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
Cardinals first down at the 16.
I got it on the 15, but 15.
And now 5 more yards, it looks like.
They were coming. They were coming.
They
from
were
all
coming.
over.
They were going to blitz. They were blitzing everybody.
I like that to blitz, but you got to stay on side.
You know, even if Ruff would have caught the ball, it wouldn't have been enough for a first down.
That's true. Ball would change possession. So now you're on what, the 15-yard, 10-yard line.
10-yard line. First and 5. Lawton stays on his feet, gets inside the 10-yard
10,
line.
First down, that should be.
Going to be close.
Yeah, I thought it would have been a 10. He
1
went to
minute
about
and
the
20
8.
seconds to go.
About the 8-yard line?
Yep.
9-yard line.
9-yard line.
9-yard line.
We are approaching 1 minute of the game.
Do we have a fantastic finish?
Our last regular season game.
Oh, as the remaining fans are all standing.
53 seconds to go. Lawton is dropped.
No game, maybe a yard lost.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 40 seconds and timeout is called.
The line on the stop.
So let me recap here.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Lincoln has scored 20 unanswered points in the second half to take a 20-17 lead. Westwood has the ball, 3rd down and 5 yards to go. The ball is on the 10-yard line. We have 41 seconds to go in the game, and it's raining. That's all you have to know. And there you see the cheerleaders dressed for the rain.
There, yeah. They should all cover their hair, though. You know that. They spend a lot of money on getting those hair in shape.
We've seen some crazy games in our time.
We've
This
had
is-
a long time.
this-
you and I. Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Somebody stopped that. They're going to call a penalty on Westwood motion.
What?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The penalties are going. These coaches are going to have heart attack.
No,
I'll tell you what, both Coach Hart and both Lance and they are going to stay up tonight thinking about the penalties that we hear.
you don't win in a half a game. Each team have a half a game, but the more important one.
John, now it's 3rd down and 10 yards to go for a first down and 15 yards to go for a go-ahead touchdown. And we have 39.6 seconds to go.
And you got to get a first down here. Oh, you got 2 downs, you get a first down.
Got to do something.
Yeah.
Empty backfield. Oh, a great play as pitching this is dropped. Whoa, what
Number
a play.
57 could be the play of the game. Quincy Scott McCoy.
And Westwood calls a timeout. Now they had the ball inside around the 10-yard line, and now they're at the 25-yard line. You got to hand it to the defensive coordinator and the defensive team here for Lincoln. They played an outstanding game in the second half. Well, this is it, folks. It may not be the last play for Westwood, but if they don't get 15 yards, and that's it. Westwood is dropped at the 42-yard line, and Lincoln is going to come away with a win.
Unbelievable game, what a great game.
Sacked by Nyreek Harris Butler. Turnover on
What a
downs.
game today by both these teams in
fantastic
adverse
game.
weather. But you got to hand it to Lincoln. They came back, and they will have just one loss, 8-1, and Westwood will go to 6-3. What a game!
Unbelievable game. In bad condition weather. First half had good weather. A super game by the Lions. A great adjustment by the Lions.
3 unanswered touchdowns in the second half takes the victory. Big runs by Street and Moreland, Gossip.
And Gossett, those 3 big guys that have a lot of yards.
The big 3, they did it. Did it with long runs.
And Wendell Moreland is an outstanding point guard, by the way.
And that is it. The final score will be Lincoln 20, Westwood 17. Both teams will move on to the playoffs. We congratulate Lincoln on a great victory, and Westwood can get ready for a game next week because they will make the playoffs. We want to thank everyone for helping us in this game. The coaches for Lincoln, Coach Langton, thank you so very much. Congratulations. You got a great team. You got a great program. Dennis Hart and his wonderful staff, thank you so very much. You got to say, John, before we leave, the coaches at Westwood did a magnificent job this year. I said it back on September 3rd that the team you see September 3rd will not be the team you see on November 6th next week, and I'm going to stand by that. The team has improved drastically.
Outstanding job.
We want to thank the Touchdown Club for providing donuts and coffee up here again. Thank you so much, not only today, but for every week that we're here, and for Danny Vivino, the AD here at Westwood, all the assistance he's given us. So everybody at WCTV, the camera's wet, we're wet, we got to get out of here. Want to thank everyone. There's Lou, Ricky, Paul, who am I missing? John and myself. Thank you. Again, the final score, 20-17. Lincoln beats Westwood. Goodbye, everybody.